Hey guys, Forex Capital here. Let's take a look and see what Tron is doing today. Excuse me. So looking at the daily chart, like I always like to start with, we're still in the same swing high from February to March 13, just like every other alt out there. Excuse me. So nothing has changed too much on this pair from the last video. I mentioned that we were going to encounter some resistance at the $61, not $61, I mean the 61.8 fib, and that will be 0.019. We didn't quite make it up there, but we got pretty close. Then we're going to have a pullback, which I did like this pullback. Let's see. Then this is from risk to reward. This looks decent right now, because if you were to enter a position going long at this particular level, your stop loss will be right below previous low. So from a risk to reward standpoint, currently this will be, as long as you place your stop loss right below the previous low, risk to reward is 3.35. So risk to reward checks out if you just do it at the 61% retracement. If we break past that, then risk to reward definitely checks out really good. So 9.18. So if you want to go long, it's probably a good time, as long as you just put a little, as long as you don't put a big position. RSI does not look very enticing, but it's alright. A lot of times I do see, this will keep rallying and RSI will just keep getting lower, and eventually it catches up. So that does not mean that we're going to go lower at this particular moment. Let's just see, like for example right here, right? RSI is pull lower, and then right there we had this rally. So I mean RSI I like to look at it, but it's not like price action. I like price action better. So these three candles, they look like an evening star, morning star. Now the thing with the morning star is the pattern holds very well if you're right at the bottom. We're not quite right at the bottom, so this pattern is kind of fishy. So that's why I said if you just put your stop loss in the previous low, then risk to reward checks out. Worst case scenario on Tron, if we break lower or somewhat of a line in the sand, will be the 200-day moving average, which puts us at about 0.015 or so. By the way, guys, if you guys like the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button, because that's the only way we're gonna help the channel reach 7 billion people, and we're gonna teach everyone how to trade crypto. That way they can stop being dependent on the crooks, the bankers. And if you guys get anything useful out of the video, send one friend to the channel. That way they can make money like you're making money. So that being said, if we break lower, I mean that would be something like Ethereum not outperforming Bitcoin and stuff like that. So if we break lower, your line of the sand will be the 200-day moving average, and if we go lower than that in 38% retracement, now at that point, if we break lower than the 200-day moving average, I will be concerned, because we might even pierce below the 38% retracement. Now we just have to wait and see. Now, I mean, like I said, like we can always fantasize on how much money we're gonna make and stuff, but we have to wait once we get to those levels and see how price action is acting. Because, for example, we had this pullback, we got to the 50% retracement, and then look, price action told us that we're not going lower, and then guess what? We had a little bit of a rally. So that's the kind of stuff you have to be watching. I like to see all my options once we get to those levels, and then that way I can make a decision. Once we get there, then I already know which way we're going for the most part, because price action will tell us, and then place my risk accordingly to that, and that's how you become successful in this business. So also we're trying to narrow down, guys, how often we're going to post the channels. I mean, in our private chat we're posting every day, posting setups every day. So just leave down in the comments below how often you guys want to see the videos here in the YouTube channel. And like I said, if you guys like the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button. Thanks again, guys.